This channel is supported by TrueFire. TrueFire is an online library of lessons from some of my favourite players. There's thousands of lessons on there. You can use the promo code JNC40 to get 40% off of any of their courses. I'm pretty much completely sold on the Pod Express at this point. I think the one thing that I am going to beg Line 6 for, and I would never encourage you to buy a piece of gear based on what might be possible in the future. But what I'm thinking is that if this had an editor where we could get in there and kind of deep dive some of the effects blocks, this could actually be kind of the cheapest way in and a replacement. Not a replacement, but at least a backup to your Helix, at least a backup to your HX Stomp. And for less than 200 quid, especially when paired with a 2-foot switch thing like this, which I'm going to get into how you can actually set this up to do a couple of different things. There's like a few ways that you could run this. But this paired with a drive pedal maybe could get me through a gig, I think. So I'll show you how it is that you can set up the foot switch. So what I'd want from an editor is the ability to get into the drive section and be able to change the level and tone and drive potentially if I want to, so I can deep dive. I want to be able to get into the cab section and change the high cut and low cut. And if it can do that, then basically we're off to the races. And it'd be nice, you know, to basically have the Helix functionality within the editor to each of the parameters if we wanted to, so you can get in there and really tweak it to your liking. That's kind of my wish list for it, but super loads of potential. And in the intro there I was using the Matchless, a couple of presets with that, so really nice. One other potential way that you could run this would be in preset mode, so you could have like 2 presets and then just switch the things you need. So like here, that's my delay, and that's my reverb, and then I could whatever you decided your presets were going to be, there are ways that Or, you know, if I run it this way, I've got my drive. Okay, I wanted to in this video explore how the Pod Express can be expanded essentially, and we can use a foot switch to actually get way more functionality out of it. I'm going to show you on screen and we'll learn together going through the manual how this thing works. So by default, I think you'll see as I press A, we're scrolling through presets, right? I can't tell from a screen very obviously what is happening with B by default, but I guess we'll find that out together at some point as well. So if we want to change this, we can go into global settings, which we do by pressing Alt and Amp at the same time. Right, press and hold and press the Amp button. Here is what you'll see. So we then have the global settings table. This is our global settings menu essentially. What we want to do, you can change your on assignment, which is number 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, because it's orange, I can tell that number 4, my on assignment, is assigned to my distortion. I actually did a video on that already. That video is called The Pod Express is Genius, kinda. So that's the on assign. What we want to do is just scroll down to FS3 Assign, which is position 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so heavy, and then FS4 Assign is 7, so that'll be lead, right? So here and here, and we can assign them to be different things, right? So it could either be Footswitch 3 could be tap tuner or previous preset, which is what it is by default. A really crucially important step here, 1, 2, 3 is our volume jack assignment. Configure the jack for connecting a single or dual foot switch. In this case here, I'm using a dual foot switch, aren't I? So I need to set this to be on here, like that. Now hopefully this will work. I'm hoping. So I should now be able to get next preset or previous. We're good. On this FS6, I've got the mode set to momentary and the polarity I've set to the left on both, or to my right. So that's now working. So this could switch me left or right presets, or Alt tap, and I could go over here. I could have this be green for delay and orange for reverb, and now essentially I've got my stuff set up, right? I think, hopefully. Let's just try and make some noise. I've got my drive here, delay, reverb, right? Let's just jump to a preset which will work for this. Here. Okay. Okay, so that's my delay at the moment, and this is my reverb. And then this will be my drive, I think. I know, what I've got here at the moment is that, oh, it's because I'm in preset mode, isn't it? Obviously. Right, I've confused myself multiple times here. But into preset mode, choose your preset, jump out of preset mode, and then I've got delay, reverb, drive. So I've figured it out. So the other thing I can do is change polarity if I press Alt here again on the actual pedal itself. And I think that might... That means that I've got my reverb there. And delay on the other side, which I think is this. That's the right thing, isn't it? Yeah, 3, 4. Okay, simple. We need an editor, obviously. I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers for stopping by.